not with the team anymore. Or, I mean, he's not in college anymore. You know what I mean.
Right.
There are quite a few key returning players, and this list I took directly from the American Athletic Conference website. Cincinnati quarterback Hayden Moore, Eastern Carolina wide receiver Trevon Brown, Houston quarterback DeEric King, Memphis left tackle Trevin Tate, Navy quarterback Malcolm Perry. He's fun. Gonna enjoy watching him. SMU quarterback Ben Hicks, Temple wide receiver Isaiah Wright, Tulane slot receiver Taryn Enkelade, Tulsa center. I don't know why anyone would include a center on their list of players to watch, but they do. His name is Chandler Miller. The player to watch in the entire conference is Central Florida quarterback Mackenzie Milton. He was crazy. So good. If he wasn't the quarterback he is, Central Florida would have been a 7, maybe 8-win team. Not 13-0. All right. So if you need a player to watch this season to get you into college football from a group of 6 standpoint, Mackenzie Milton is that player. Watch him, enjoy him, appreciate. Because he's not going to be around very long. All right, and we still got UConn running back Kevin Mensah and South Florida right tackle Marcus Norman. Obviously, like I said, Mackenzie Milton, the player to watch. The player to watch, maybe in the entire country. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and list off who I think are going to be the Heisman hopefuls, but if there are 3 players that I think are the guy, it's Mackenzie Milton, it's Bryce Love, and it's Will Grier. I know Will Grier plays at Baylor.
Healthy Bryce Love.
So we're going to see.
Tully was pretty impressive playing hurt.
Yeah. And now for the defense, the player to watch for the defense, game break, Mike Trout, home run.
Oh.
American League leads 2-0.
Off of the ground. How about
that? Yeah, Jacob deGrom gives up a home run.
The Mets aren't even good in the All-Star game.
Right. The player to watch on defense in the American Athletic Conference is defensive tackle from Houston, Ed Oliver. The man is mammoth. He's really big and plays even bigger than he actually is. He swallows people. And he is not a guy that I want to be lined up against. Yeah.
By no means.
Tony says the whole country? That's pretty bold, Cotton. I think so. I think Mackenzie Milton is one of the players to watch in the entire country. Anyways, other key, defensive players in the American Athletic Conference that you should really keep an eye out for: Cincinnati linebacker Perry Young, Eastern Carolina safety Devin Sutton, Memphis, Austin Hall, Navy free safety Sean Williams, Southern Methodist defensive end outside linebacker Kieran Mitchell, Temple linebacker Sam Franklin. Keep an eye on him as well. He's going to be someone that, again, just absolutely astonishes. You're going to pay attention to him when you see him on the field, and you're going to love watching. You're going to love watching Temple football. All right, Tulane cornerback Donnie Lewis Jr., Tulsa free safety McKinley Whitfield, Central Florida linebacker Pat Jasinski, UConn safety Taylor Coyle, and South Florida outside linebacker, again, another player that is definitely worth watching, outside linebacker from South Florida, Greg Reeves. Okay, so Mackenzie Milton, Ed Oliver, Sam Franklin, Greg Reeves. Those are the players. If you're going to watch any games in the American Athletic Conference, make sure you're watching for those players. you will not regret it.
Definitely.
Oh, man. Whew.
So much to look forward to.
There is. So, let me ask you guys this question. What do you think is in the cards for Central Florida? I know you guys said...
undefeated?
You said undefeated. Dan, you said loss. Tony said loss. I said undefeated. So, who do you think they're going to end up losing to? Do you think it's going to be FAU or North Carolina? Or do you think it's going to be some upset that we didn't see coming?
Do you know who they play in conference this season?
I can pull it up really quickly.
Let's take a look.
Yeah, give me one.
I can't remember who exactly they play. They don't play Memphis, right?
I don't believe they play Memphis.
I almost gotta believe it's gonna be like a random upset.
Then I would say probably FAU. I think that's like one of the better teams that has a chance.
Okay.
It's not out of this world that they go undefeated. I just think it's more likely that they lose one. Because going undefeated is just very hard. They have a new head coach, which is always difficult to maintain your momentum with a new head coach. So they might get surprised by some of these teams that last year they might have, had they kept their head coach going into this year, they might have just rolled over again.
I do have the schedule up. So they start at Connecticut, then they play South Carolina State, then they go to North Carolina, then they play Florida Atlantic. They got a rough 3 weeks here. At North Carolina, Florida Atlantic at home, Pitt at home. Then they have SMU at home, then at Memphis, at Eastern Carolina, at Temple, at Navy, Cincinnati, at Central Florida, and at South Florida.
Okay, yeah. See, I think they could lose to Memphis. I mean, Pitt and North Carolina aren't easy. USF isn't easy. So I think they'll still win the AAC title. But it's going to be tough for them to match what they did last year. And if they lose one, I would say Memphis.
Okay. So Tony says they're going to lose at North Carolina or Pittsburgh. I think, regardless of North Carolina and Pittsburgh, I still think they're going to go undefeated. In fact, my prediction, UFC goes undefeated. I'm sorry, did I say UFC?
Yeah.
Game break. Snell launches a one-run home. Oh, no, Contreras.
Yeah.
One-run home run. Solo home run, I guess, is the term we should use. Cuts the lead from the American League down to one. All right. So, anyways, Central Florida goes undefeated again. Beats Houston in the American Athletic Conference Championship game. Finishes 2018 season in top 4, which means they're playing in the playoff.
Definitely.
Bold prediction.
Okay. Fun to watch.
If they go undefeated playing North Carolina and Pitt, there's no way you can say, well, you didn't play anybody.
Yep.
That's definitely true.
Like,
I mean, I gotta imagine if they start off strong, that there's no way that they're going to be kept out this season after last season. How much controversy that generated and everything.
Right? No, absolutely not. So, the American Athletic Conference, I think, is one of my favorite conferences to watch. I know I've said that about a lot of conferences, but I truly enjoy watching Central Florida, South Florida. I love watching Temple. So it's one of my favorite conferences to watch because I have 3 teams that I genuinely just enjoy watching everything they do. So that's Again, I had a love fest with Darren Sproles earlier, love fest with the American Athletic Conference. Next week, I'm just going to go absolutely bored when we talk about the Big 12. But the week after that, when we talk about Mountain West, oh man, I am going to be happier than, what's the phrase, a pig in shit? Is that the phrase?
Yeah.
Listen, I get to talk about Air Force. I get to talk about San Diego State, Boise State. Oh my God, it's going to be
turf.
killer. It's going to be so much fun.
Love that blue turf.
Anyways.
So you're going to be in rare form next week.
Nope, next week is the Big 12.
Okay.
I'm going to be pretty disappointed. Although I get to talk about my boy Kyler Murray. I only say he's my boy because the A's drafted him.
I mean, rare form is, usually excited, but you'll be...
Oh, yeah. No,
Yeah.
next week I'm going to be pretty down.
Yeah.
But you guys said you think they're still going to win the American Athletic Conference. BB, you said undefeated, so you think they make the playoff as well.
Yeah.
They go undefeated 2 years in a row. They play a much tougher schedule. Right. They have to be in the playoff.
There's so many, people shaking heads last year, and I think this year they do it.
Tony knows what's up. Tony said, love me some Air Force football. Of course.
Air Force is always fun.
They are. The Air Force Falcons, one of the most fun teams to watch because they're literally going for a touchdown every play. They're trying to score on every damn play.
I would probably, literally rank my teams. Of course, Trojans. Then I gotta go Boise State, and then Air Force.
The teams
I like to watch the most.
The teams that I follow the closest are obviously Penn State, UAlbany, but also San Diego State, Temple, South Florida. Those are teams that I really closely follow.
Did you have like a 2/3 rule last year, as you said, if UAlbany won or Penn State won, like Dallas would have to lose, or any one of those combos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't have all of my teams win at the
in
same
1 week.
Yeah.
Same week.
Can't happen. It's just not allowed.
The football guys will not allow it.
Gotta stay humble.
Yeah, gotta stay humble. Anyways, anything more about the American Athletic Conference before we close out the show?
I think it's got a good story.
I think your boys at Temple are on an upward trend. Good coaching, and I think they could go as high as let's say second in their division.
I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility that they're much improved from last year and that they crack the top 25. They certainly could. They're talented. I hate using the term they're young. I was going to say they're young. They're all young. They're college.
Kids, yeah.
Yeah. I'm older than every single one of them.
God, that's disgusting.
It's weird. Yeah, it's weird.
Right? But they're hungry. They didn't have the best season last year. They had a pretty dismal season, in fact. But this year, they're going to look to get back to what we expect. They were 4-4 in conference, 7-6 overall. So I think Temple certainly is poised for a breakout, and I would enjoy it. Just not when they play against Penn State.
Naturally.
All right, guys. I have one of the strangest This Week in Sports histories that I think we've ever had.
Let's hear it.
All right.
I'm excited.
On July 17th, 1914, Giants outfielder Red Murray is knocked unconscious by lightning after catching a fly ball, ending a 21-inning game, which the Giants won 3-1. He was struck by lightning.
As the game ended?
Yes, struck by freaking lightning.
But still made the catch.
So,
Team wins,
exactly.
but he didn't.
No, he didn't. Knocked unconscious after being struck by lightning.
That's the first time, probably. Well, yeah, probably one of the first times in history that only 8 members of the team actually won.
Right?
So was he in the air, I wonder? Like, when it struck him? Like, was he making the catch?
He could have
Or
been
was
the
he like
highest.
After he made the catch.
Oh,
after? Okay.
so yeah, he could have been the tallest.